Hi everyone, it is Lori Bradley and it is day 12 of 31 projects in 31 days. I am on the road today. Today is day 12 and it is Saturday and we're on the road. So this video is recorded, so I'm not live with you, but I will watch your comments, and hopefully if you have any questions that need to be addressed, I will be able to take care of that for you. This afternoon, we are going to use the Sentimental Wishes stamp set to do our words, and we're going to use the Sentimental Christmas Designer Series paper, which we have used one day last week. We made a project with that as well, but for today, we are going to use the deer. Isn't he cute? This cute little deer. And you could do it with the double deer, or you could do the same thing with the single deer. I got this idea from one of the ladies in the Artisan Design Team, and those folks know their business. They are amazing crafters, and so why not follow after a master? So I've changed it a little bit. Hers was a little bit different. She made a paper bow. And the other paper that I'm using, and she also used, is from the Birds Nests of Winter Designer Series paper. And if you know me, you know that birds are not my thing. Realistic birds kind of freak me out a little bit. But we're going to use one of the back sides, and it's a pool party base, and it has birds. Let me show you this paper really quick because we have not shown this yet. Birds on branches, and then there's another pool party. Looks like snow, which is very pretty. There's birds on skinny little trees, tiny little birds. And then the back of that one has little, what looks like dandelion puffs. And then that one can be used from both ends. You can make card fronts with those. And then the back is just a crumb cake sort of pattern for that. And I don't know what these are called. I would call these weeds. That's what I call all the things that are stems that I don't know what they really are. And then a wood pattern on the back. And I think, oh, one more. This one looks a little bit more Christmassy. These birds have pine cones and little branches with berries. And then this one is just a garden green stripe, which is very nice. So let's get going. I have a pool party base and a shaded spruce panel. And you know what? I don't have my other pool party piece. I'm gonna grab that and cut that. I've got a shaded spruce panel, and then I have a pool party panel, but I did not bring the second one. I didn't cut the second one actually, so bear with me here just a minute. Even on a recorded video, I tend to have, issues. And actually when I'm recording this, it's kind of late on Friday night, so it's been a long week. And we spent the afternoon at football. In case you were wondering, watch yesterday's video, or Friday's video. The football team won, so that was a good thing. So, all right, so now I have my pool party panel. I have my pool party patterned designer series paper that we're gonna glue on. And then I have taken the Deckled circles, and I have cut the circle around the little ring with the deer. And I also cut a Deckled circle from the pool party. And the reason for that, I could actually apply that directly onto my card. It would not be a problem, except I want to put it up on dimensionals. I want to put some ribbon behind it, so I want to make sure that it's sturdy. So my first order of business is I'm going to put these two Deckled circle pieces together. They might be a little bit off. The decal kind of goes around the side. The pattern doesn't fully have to line up. If you don't get it perfectly aligned, no one's gonna know. And if they are looking at your card that close, then they probably don't need to be receiving your cards. There is one little piece that sticks out a little bit more. I'm gonna try to get to that point. Hopefully I can do it. If not, oh, I did. I think I got it. Then you'll have a stronger base. Might as well go ahead am on a mission to get rid of this sheet of dimensionals. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put that on there, and then I can set that aside. And look, I can throw away this sheet of dimensionals, which makes me happy. I've been working on retreat prep this week, and we threw away plastic. It was so exciting. I love when I can get rid of plastic from cardstock and designer series paper because it makes me feel accomplished, like I did something. So that was big this week. I actually took pictures. I should post that. Okay, fold my pool party base in half. And then I've got my other pieces. Now, I'm gonna stamp directly on this pool party panel. I'm gonna stamp Have a Merry Christmas, which comes from the Sentimental Wishes stamp set that coordinates with the Sentimental Christmas paper. And I just think it's a pretty old-fashioned font. Like, it reminds me of the, you know, the 60s and when there was that kind of font. I used Have a Very Merry Christmas, so I'm gonna use that again, I think. I'm gonna go ahead. But of course the rule is, I could go ahead and put my designer series paper on there, but the rule is the paper has two sides. Every piece has two. Every piece of cardstock has two sides until you glue it down, and then it only has one. So if you want it stamped correctly, make sure that you leave enough that you leave it unattached so that you can, if you mess it up, you can flip it over. I think I'm good. Whew, thank goodness. But if I had messed that up, then I could flip it over and still stamp on the back side. But if I had already glued my paper down, then we'd be out of luck. So thank goodness that worked out for us. All right, so we'll go ahead, put the designer series paper strip onto our panel. And if you've watched recently, you know that I like to use the green glue, the Tombow liquid glue for designer series paper because it gives us a little bit of wiggle room in case we mess up. Okay, we've got that one. Then we will go ahead and attach that pool party panel to our shaded spruce panel. And it's just a tight border. I didn't want a huge amount of green, so I just did a tight edge. Then the next thing, and I have two colors, the pool party ribbon with the polka dots would be very cute, or the shaded spruce, but I think that the shaded spruce will stand out a little bit more, so that's why I chose to use it for this card. But you could always use that pool party pom-pom ribbon as well. I'm gonna have to make something with that because I think it's so cute. All right, I think it's on back order right now, so it's not actually available to order, but the shaded spruce ribbon is available and ready. So here we are with the shaded spruce. Okay, I'm gonna tie my bow right at that left edge. And I want it as close to the side as I can get. Got it tightened. I'll go ahead and cut that off my roll. And I can play with it a little better. I like to leave it on the roll so that way I don't waste quite as much ribbon. Okay. If you don't like your ribbon, untie it and do it again. Whoop. I think I got it twisted. All right, wish me luck that this works this time. Okay. Hope that you all are having a fabulous weekend. It is supposed to be really warm here in St. Louis. And then next week in the 30s for lows. So welcome to the Midwest. In case you didn't know, I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, right in the middle of the United States. Oh my goodness, struggling a little bit. Okay, now let me trim that side. I think we're good. I'll move it over just a little bit so it's a little bit closer. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put it down on my card. And the reason for that is that it's easier to put adhesive on the back of my card when there is not dimensionals on the front. If we already had our deckled circle attached on the front, there'd be lumpies in the middle, and goodness knows we don't want lumpies. And And we're just going to put that panel right on the front of our card. Okay. I can fix my ribbon a little more once I get this piece on. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my deckled circle on. And I've used various different circles over the last few days, last few card projects. And I've used the Spotlight on Nature. You've seen that several times. I used the Everyday Details. And today I'm using the deckled circles. And the deckled circles, let me show you those really quick because they're pretty awesome. There's a whole set. And deckled means that it has this little border around the outside. It's not a flat piece. You can see that it has what looks like a little bit of a jagged edge, and those come in multiple sizes, which are so cool. So, okay, so we have our deckled circle attached on our card, and then I wanted an embellishment. Oh goodness, I pulled my cord. An embellishment that was a little bit rustic, wasn't, you know, super fancy. The Drucy dots would be beautiful. Let me see if I have some Drucy dots. I've already used on my sample. No, my Drucy dots are not handy. The Drucy dots go with this, but I picked up the textured metallic dots. They are kind of similar to the color of the deer, and so they make it look just a little bit rustic with that deer out in the snow. And so that is why I chose these, also because they were actually on my desk. So all right, there you have it. We have a very Merry Christmas Sentimental Wishes card using the Sentimental Christmas and the Nests of Winter Designer Series paper. If you have seen some things that you like today, and you'd like to place an order, my website, I will post that. And then if you spend $50 on any order, you get a free gift from me, a free embellishment, and you will get a free online Funfold class. So I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 13. I hope that you have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Thanks.